Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we are going to be discussing just about everything that we know about the future of The Mandalorian Season 4. Of course, we're going to hop right on into it, breaking everything down, everything that we know and everything we're anticipating right now. Before we do though, however, grab the subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab the subscribe button today. Okay, so in this video we are going to be taking a quick read from the Direct's article. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well as an overall garnering source. The Mandalorian is in much of a bit of a confusion. Well, at least the show aspect side of things, if it is returning to Disney Plus. Not just that, but when it's returning to Disney Plus, because for what it seems right now, the last that we've been hearing is that it looks like Lucasfilm plans to simply focus onto the Mandalorian and Grogu movie before doing the Mandalorian Season 4, which probably won't happen until either a little bit later next year. So Season 4 of the flagship Star Wars Disney Plus show, The Mandalorian, was assumed to be in the works, with the series creator Jon Favreau confirming that he had finished writing the scripts months ago, while Season 3 was still in its post-production. However, plans, have changed, as Favreau and the Mandalorian team set their sights on the upcoming Mandalorian and Grogu blockbuster film instead, shifting a lot of things, a lot of details with The Mandalorian Season 4. So, the release date of The Mandalorian Season 4 has to be in question, if not one of the biggest questions right now for the future of the series. Disney has not indicated when Season 4 of The Mandalorian could hit Disney Plus, but we have our ideas. The original plans for Season 4 were to begin the production process in late of 2023, and from there, I was making a couple of videos here on the channel talking about how, they're going to push it back to January, February, March, even April, and here we are in May, and it just doesn't seem that that is ever going to be the case. However, that was before the Writers Guild of America, WGA, strike had began striking in May of last year. Coming out of the strikes, which had ended in November of 2023 last year, it was also announced and confirmed that the Mandalorian creator and Jon Favreau would instead set his focus on the theatrically released movie titled The Mandalorian and Grogu movie, instead of getting back behind the camera for The Mandalorian Season 4. And that was all confirmed and announced in January of this year. The Mandalorian and Grogu is reportedly set to start its production by the end of this year, with a release date of coming on May 22nd of 2026. More specifically, it is said that production and filming for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie is actually set to begin sometime over this summer, reportedly closer to around June next month. Since the new film's announcement, word on Season 4 has simply been gone and just out of the question. This has made some questions if Season 4 will actually even happen at all, or if it is still in the cards for Lucasfilm, or if that Favreau's Mando movie will take the place of more streaming adventures for Pedro Pascal's helmeted hero, and that instead they would simply completely step away from Disney Plus and actually just have it all be like new movies instead. I highly doubt that's going to be the case, seeing that The Mandalorian isn't just one of Star Wars' most successful shows. Not just that, it is the most successful Star Wars show on Disney Plus. It's one of the most successful shows on Disney Plus, up there with Loki. It is the most successful show on Disney Plus. So having Disney and Lucasfilm Star Wars stepping away completely from having new seasons on Disney Plus is totally out of the question, it almost feels. It's also important to note that the writing for Season 4 has already technically had been finished, as Jon Favreau had confirmed that he started writing those episodes for the upcoming installment all the way back in May of 2022, 2 years ago, and confirmed in February of last year that he was actually finished writing those scripts for Season 4. Now, who is to say that those scripts for Season 4 weren't fluxed around and instead made out to be the Mandalorian and Grogu movie? That is something that we just simply don't know and probably will never know. So there is a very real chance that Season 4 will either be a refashioned into the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, or it will still come out sometime after the film hits theaters in 2026. I highly hope that isn't the case, and that maybe we do get Season 4 of The Mandalorian in 2025, but they would have to start production, filming, everything like that right now. And even then, I don't think that Jon Favreau would be too much able to focus on that, and instead it would be more left into the hands of other creators like, Dave Filoni. Nothing bad though, of course. Aside from all of that, who is returning for the cast? A majority of the original cast that was introduced all the way back in season 1 of The Mandalorian, of course, will return for those other past seasons, and season 4 as well. We'll see just as many of them come back into the fold of things as well. Of course, we have Pedro Pascal returning as Din Djarin, or the Mandalorian. With or without helmet, we don't know. The Mandalorian's titular hero is Din Djarin, of course, and he's played by the top-billed actor, Pedro Pascal. Din's father to Grogu character arc had wrapped up by the end of season 3. It was really the main idea of the show to a point when he officially had taken on and adopted Grogu as a Mandalorian foundling. But the two will likely face new dangers in season 4 as they continue their journeys together, which is something that a lot of fans are looking forward to, is moving forward and continuing on. Of course, Katie Sackhoff, Bo-Katan Kryze, would also make her return. Katie Sackhoff was introduced into live action for the first time in Season 2 of The Mandalorian, and Season 3 saw her play just of a major role as anyone. The last time fans saw Bo-Katan, she was assuming her role as the ruler of Mandalore and uniting all of the different clans. She, along with the rest of Mandalore, may need to come together within the future, as if they haven't already, but for a bigger, larger cause and, well, more connectively. The legendary Greef Karga seems to be maybe potentially the only character that wouldn't return, simply because of the unfortunate late passing of his actor Carl Weathers. Other actors or characters like Carson Teva, the Armorer, Moff Gideon even, of course, never say never on that one, of course are expected to make their returns within a galaxy far, far away for not just The Mandalorian Season 4, but probably also The Mandalorian and Grogu movie. So Season 3 of The Mandalorian had ended in an extremely serious finale kind of way, with Din Djarin and Grogu looking into the Navarro sunset just before the credits had rolled. It felt like a very much so perfect ending, but of course there are still a few storylines gaps that are simply still open. So what exactly is going to go on and happen in The Mandalorian Season 4? That may not give away any plot details of Season 4, but it make it seem as though that the first chapter in the book of Din Djarin and Grogu now seems to be closed. It just felt satisfying enough. Din had accomplished what he set out to do all the way back from the get-go in Season 1, and that was to find Grogu's home, and he just didn't know that the foundling's home was with him at the time, all along. With the closure that was provided in Season 3, it can also be inferred that Season 4 will start an entirely new arc for all of the different characters involved in the show, and if for anything, may even offer a bit of a time jump. It actually wouldn't be that far out of the theory that there will be a time jump at the start of Season 4, and fans may even be greeted in the first episode's cold open with a talking Grogu, but hey, I don't really want to see that quite yet. I'd like to be there for those first moments. To say the least, it seems that Season 4 of The Mandalorian is still going to be a bit far away. There's a slim chance that it could happen in 2025, but I wouldn't hold your breath on it. Honestly, I highly doubt it, and that we won't get The Mandalorian Season 4 until 2026 and beyond. This all being said, guys, let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. I would love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been Unofficial Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.